Welcome in. Beautiful Thursday afternoon. We're ready to rock and roll. We got a lot to talk about. Tigers won't be one of them. Let's just move on to other things because we have so many storylines, including when good Christians go bad, the story of Rico Beard. But can we start just briefly? I want to ask this question again. How was Ohtani not aware of any of this? How was his interpreter stealing $500,000 a week, $2 million a month, and $24 million a year? And he didn't notice. And he had no part in it. How was he cleared so quickly? Oh, I know. Conspiracy theory. I'm wearing a tinfoil hat.
Mike, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's just good common sense. Okay?
Crazy.
He didn't siphon $500 a month. That can easily. Ohtani makes so much money. You could probably even take $1,000. He wouldn't miss it. $500,000 is a little bit.
A week.
Right. It's red flag. Wait, what am I paying for that's $500,000 each week? What did I buy some property? I don't know. Like, apparently this man has never checked his bank account.
Hold on. Conspiracy theory level 1 through 10. Where am I at according to listeners? Look, I said from the start.
Whereas 1 being low and 10 being like
1 being you're dead on. It's not a conspiracy. I actually think you're right. 5 being like, no, it's kind of conspiracy, but you're not crazy. 10, you're Bill Spaceman Lee. You're insane. But we said this at the start. He's too big to fail.
Right.
He's baseball's great hope. He is the global icon. He represents billions. They could not have this.
Mike, he's the international face of baseball.
Right.
If he goes down, there's no plan B. There's no, well, we can roll. No, this is it. So the fact, it's a level 1. It's a 0. I mean, I would almost say this is fact. If you have any common sense, it was put to, think about this. In our world, you have to have committees to figure out this and to talk about this. Baseball was done with this in 2 weeks.
That's what
done.
I'm saying.
And we're not talking about, basically, they pulled a parents on you, and we're not talking about this anymore.
At first, they said there wouldn't be an investigation.
Right.
Then they begrudgingly did one, in quote. David, just because Rico and I are too aligned on this, I do want to bring in a possible voice of dissent. Or Kenneth.
I was the second I saw that, we were in Vegas, I was like, yeah, this is.
Well, you also believe OJ's innocent. So, I mean, I have to be careful with you.
Hey, both.
Okay, then, listen.
There's no dissent here, Mike. Rico, I'm sorry, man. I'm with you, Rico. We were in Vegas. The minute I heard this story, I said, oh, my gosh, they're going to lose a star. And then they did nothing about it.
Because the easiest way to get over on people is just to put it right in their face and give them a story and they'll believe it because they want to believe it. They want to think that baseball is pure. They want to think that this man did not bet. That's what they want to believe. But yeah, stuff like that happens on. Heck, we were reading about something pre-show with the Boeing guy.
Uh-oh.
And it's like the second one, whistleblower. Oh, he's found dead. He's healthy, but some disease went through his body like that. And his life was over before he could finish chewing some fruit-striped gum.
The thoughts and opinions expressed by Rico Beard do not represent those of 97.1 The Ticket or anyone else who works at this station. Thank you. Kenny, your thoughts, Kenneth. A voice of dissent or
no dissent? No dissent.
All right, so Kenneth.
Yes.
So as a show now, here's what we're going to do. We are going to lay down at the altar of the people. I'm going to throw the number out because it is a rare issue that the four of us are aligned on this. 248-539-9797. Every report about Ohtani's interpreter gets wilder and more unbelievable and more Shohei, are you awake by the day. They didn't want to do the investigation. They begrudgingly. Rico investigates his lunchbox with more fervor than MLB investigated this, and Rico's lunch is the same thing every day. People, are we aligned on something as intelligent humans that there's just, I refuse to, I'll never believe that Ohtani was totally innocent here. Or are we tinfoil wearing idiots?
When something happens and it's done so quickly and they just throw a name out there and then, hey, we fixed the problem, I'm always leery of that. It reminds me of, was it Tim Donaghy, the NBA ref?
Donaghy.
And all of a sudden, nope, it was just him. Just him.
He acted alone.
We got it. We solved it. The games are on the up and up.
And what started out as a $1 turned into 4, turned into 16, turned into 49.5, where you're like, wait, this guy wagered $150 million.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, huh? Now you're hearing he was siphoning $500,000 of post-tax income, which in Ohtani's bracket is $1 million per. He was essentially taking $1 million of this man's earning every week.
Right.
$4 million of earning, $2 million post-tax income, and this guy never noticed for a year and a half.
Because I got to say this, Micah, I've known you, and if we were in business together, and I'm like, what are we spending this on every week? It's like this one line item
Rico
that I
told
don't
me it was
get
Smash Burgers. I don't know.
I don't understand. What are we spending this on again?
We bought Spider-Man 1.
Well, where is it?
Places. 248-539-9797. Look, we don't agree on anything. But as a show, I go around the room and I go, dissent, dissent, dissent. So we're either all nutcases or we're on it.
Baseball just wants you to believe their story, and that's it. Baseball is going with the whole Eddie Murphy defense. It wasn't me.
Where do you stand on Eddie Murphy's classic party all the time?
It's so bad. It's hilarious.
Thank you. All right, let's just continue. David on the ticket text
with the follow-up song, "If I Was a King."
I'm with Mike. I've also noticed the social media coverage has been way down on Shohei. That is from Alex.
Well, but because, again, who does it benefit to report on it?
Because if you're going to make money off of this, we've seen it time and time again that they make sure that the media does not say or says exactly what they want them to say, and there's nothing to see here. And anybody who doesn't think that, well, you're a crazy person. Don't think for yourself. Just read or listen to what I say on TV as a talking head, because I'm an authority and I know. Now, you've been told what to say by the powers at hand.
Look, this is one of the most underreported stories in sports.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's accidental. I think it's one of those things it's too big to fail.
It shows you how powerful baseball is. It shows you how powerful the billionaires who own the teams are, that we're going to make sure this story doesn't get out. If you put that story out there, we'll end your career. So play ball, go along with it, and eventually this will go away.
There's no way the interpreter would agree to 30 years in prison if he is innocent. I cannot believe that he didn't do this.
Ooh. No, it's not about the interpreter. I'm saying no matter what this guy did, and again, I'm not accusing Ohtani of anything other than the following. He is either an oblivious, functioning idiot, or he was trying to help a friend out of a problem. I'm not accusing Ohtani of betting on baseball. I've never said that. But it is just beyond my comprehension. This investigation was done in 5 minutes. No. And the reports get worse and worse.
I'm going to take the next step. I think that he was betting on baseball.
Okay.
I think he was betting.
Why?
I mean, Mike, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. It's not a platypus.
I got no proof of that. When you say someone is dumb because they weren't paying attention, I can at least connect the dots.
There's a whole lot of gambling going on that he supposedly knew nothing about. Now, I'm not saying he was out there. I think they were in it together. I think that, yeah, I do. That's my opinion.
That's fine. I don't. You guys can go there with that. I do not. But I can't go there.
I don't think he's just, Opie from Mayberry. I have no idea what my friend is doing with this $500,000 every week. Because if you're spending that much money, you're talking about your wins, you're talking about your losses. It's just human nature.
Well, someone on Ticket Text is saying if Shohei was really unaware, he should be suspended for being an idiot.
That's all I've been trying to say from the beginning here. Like, if you want me to believe this, you need me to believe that the greatest baseball player of my lifetime is also the dumbest. $500,000 a week? Over the course of how long did this caper go? A year and a half? Are you serious?
So if you look at it, Mike, is it that he is the dumbest person or he knew something? But if you look at it as he knew something, he doesn't seem that dumb. It seems like he went full Chris Carter. He had a fall guy.
Oh,
I'll
no.
take care of you. You're going to go to jail. We'll send you to the Martha Stewart jail. And when you get out, keep your mouth shut. We'll take care of you and your family for the rest of your life. But you cannot say a word about this. No books, no interviews, nothing.
Okay, Rico has gone dark. I'm going to stay in the light. You have gone down a very scary rabbit hole. And that's fine.
It's right there in front of you.
I don't want to walk into the forest with you.
It's right there.
248-539-9797. But Rico, Kenny, David, and myself all agree. This hasn't smelt right since the beginning. And now you hear that his interpreter was taking $500,000 a week for a year and a half? Never noticed. What is $2 million a month over the course of 18 months? That's $36 million of earning. What?
That's why I said I think he knew, Mike. It's Occam's razor. The most likely
Kenny
thing
continues
is
to get hung up on, by the way. I don't know what's happening. Did you offend anybody? What happened here?
I don't know. I didn't offend anybody. I'm just sitting here.
Well, why are they hanging up on you?
I don't know. These are your callers. Don't ask me.
Well, they're our callers. And second of all, what are they saying to you?
Nothing.
They're just calling up and hanging up.
That is correct, yes.
Understood. Yes. I thought you were in a war with these people, and I'm like,
no war. You're wrong about Ohtani.
Right. I don't think anyone is. I don't think half of Detroit even knows who Ohtani is.
Kenneth Cott.
248-539-9797. We'll get some phone calls, some texts next. 97.1.